The mountain won't come to Muhammad. No, hang on a sec, it's the other way around, isn't it? If the lordship won't go to the milk, then the milk comes to the lordship. Isn't it, my big headed bald man? Well, he's not bald, he's only got a few bald patches from under there where he was fighting. And here's Ginger Ninja. Lovely creatures. They're superb, eh? And yet they try and teach kids that feral cats and house cats aren't the same thing. Like, both of these cats were feral, 100% wild animals, right? That guy there, Lord Bedouax, he's taken years to get to this stage, but you know, he's worth it. He's a bloody good cat. So when his dad died, like a year ago, oh, he's got a furball. So when his dad died a year ago, he come into the workshop here. See, there's another wild feral cat. You see, terrifying, aren't they? Right? They're out killing all the birds. Even though, can you hear all the birds on the sound effects of this cheap cell phone camera? Anyway, there's birds everywhere, right? And yet from that gate there to that back section there, I've actually taken, see, there's some birds up there, and there's a whole bunch of birds living in there. There's even birds living in the shed, right? Oh, there's another wild cat there, right? You can see, there she is. See, it's Mumsy. Okay, so all these wild cats, and yet there's plenty of birds around still. Okay, so something doesn't add up, does it? So I'd just like to say to all the kids out there that these are feral wild cats. Right, now this one here, Ginger Ninja, I spent about four months feeding him before I could pet him. But you know, that's just feeding him and that, and then over winter he started coming inside. Battlewax here, he used to come inside just for meals, and he used to love playing with the kittens. He used to come and play with the kittens, and then one of the kittens got run over, and this poor guy here, he was so sad looking. So his favourite kitten got run over that he come to play with, and he'd turn up at 6 o'clock every night, and he'd sit on the porch like right there, and he'd be jumping up and down like this when I open up the roller door. So he'd be going bouncing. I open the roller door, and the kitten would run out, wee, and they'd go woo, 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 and they'd fly off somewhere, and at about 9 o'clock at night he'd bring them back, because I'd shut the roller door, because I need to keep the warmth in, because the shed I live in is quite cold. And then when the kitten got run over, Lord Battleaxe here, he would come up there and he'd be bouncing up and down, and then I'd lift the roller door up, and the kitten wouldn't come bouncing out. So the kitten used to honestly bounce like this, and so and he would go, and his head would go down, and his shoulder would go down, and he'd slump, like, you know, it looked as though he was crying, you know. He's like all energy and duk 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 duk, and then he'd just go meh, and then he'd walk off like meh meh meh, like really sad. Hey Battle, do you know I'm talking about your mate? And so when his dad died, I don't know where he got him from, but Battleaxe came back, like he disappeared for a day or two, and came back with this kitten. Well, he's not a kitten anymore, obviously. But so Battleaxe disappeared for a day or two. Like I say, he was finding the sun. Good boy, Battle. You see, there you go, right? So he is a feral cat. He's a wild cat that I've rescued by feeding. Alright, so I don't know why they're teaching the kids that feral cats are different from house cats. They're not. They're just house cats without homes. That's all there is to it.